Still in the offensive zone is Ontario. Irwin sends it back to King. King now. Backhand in front and through the 5-hole and in. Jeff Irwin touched it through the legs of Joe Fallon, and that's the first goal. 1-0 Ontario on top of Las Vegas.
You guys will get a replay here, Ian. You'll see London hard on the pursuit, and that's basically just a centering feed. Joe Fallon goes for the poke check, and you mentioned it. Jeff Irwin touching the puck. It slowed it down just enough to where Joe Fallon blew the poke check, and that's what happens when you don't have your stick between your legs. It goes right through the 5-hole. That's a tough one for Joe Fallon to swallow on the Ontario Reign's 9th shot of the game.
Tough skating, though, so far. And here's a centering feed in deep for Huxley. Fallon coming out and lowering the lumber as he not only got the puck, he got the body as well. They've been solid in the back end in front of Fallon.
They've been tough all year. They were playing with, 4D for a while, but they look like they're a little more healthy now, and it's really showing.
Now MacArthur into the offensive zone for Miller. Leaves it for Busto. Now for Miller. He scores! Adam Miller off a beautiful feed from who but Michael Busto in the slot.
Well, there was the tic-tac-toe we've been waiting for all night.
And it's Michael Busto, the big-bodied D-man, looking like Eric Lampy in the slot. A beautiful feed from Miller, and he slams it home, and guess what? We got a tie game.
What hands from the big boy.
Get the big men involved. I love it. 1-1 the score here from the Orleans. Talk all you want about, what do we got? 54 minutes of scoreless hockey, but all it takes is one. So CJ Stretch makes his way to the box, and boy, oh boy, we talk about the slump of Las Vegas's power play. What a time it would be to bust loose and break that trend right here. They're 0 for their last 13, 2 for their last 34, but a goal here makes everyone forget.
Absolutely, and if there is such a thing as a broadcaster's jinx, here comes the voodoo curse right here from us in the booth.
That's a broadcaster's jinx. I just put it on him, so I apologize to everyone out there.
No, I think it's a good thing.
Well,
it's like watching a guy shooting free throws, and they say, oh, he's made his last 17, and then he misses. Well, we haven't scored in our last however many.
But maybe we'll put one through. Who knows?
Here
Here's Medill now anchoring the point. He's got Goers to his right, Lampy and MacArthur. Goers takes his space. Back to Medill. Now over to Goers. Goers wheeling in front of the slot. Snaps one up. He scores! Barry Goers wins it for Las Vegas. 30 seconds into overtime, and the alternate captain says, enough of this. It's over.
He really did. Him and Medill were fighting over who was going to take the shot. One of them was going to take it. It looked like Medill was trying to give it up to Barry Goers. He's the more offensive player, and Goers was just waiting for his spot.
You want to win it? You want to win? No, you take it. No, I'll take it. All right, fine.
It was like they were toying with the Ontario defense right there.
And Chris Karazi's shutout streak comes crashing down, allows 2 goals in the final 4 minutes of regulation and overtime. And Las Vegas salutes the crowd, and that's all she wrote here from the Orleans Arena. Barry Goers with the game winner, and Las Vegas takes down the Reign 2-1, the final.
Well, you did it.
Yeah, thank you. I'd like to take complete credit for that. The broadcaster's jinx, and you know what? Who better to get the goal? And Barry Goers, a guy who's all over the ice, hardly shows up on the box score, but just one of those guys that you can't watch the game and not notice.
You hit it on the head. Barry Goers is a guy who shows up every night at the rink and does his job, and you know what? He does it better than most guys do it. And so it's great to see him rewarded right there with the game winner.
And when the chips are down, it's usually a guy who is the first one to show, last one to leave, works the hardest, comes through in overtime, and that's exactly what happened. Gets the assist from Mike Medill, the captain, so the 2 captains going at it, toying with Chris Karazi at the point. And Barry Goers just laterals over to the slot and snaps off a wicked wrister. Our third star tonight, who but Joe Fallon, faced almost 30 shots, only allowed 1 goal. What a bounce-back game from that 6-0 loss.
Oh, what can you say about Joe Fallon? He's had to play so much over the last month due to injury, and he's just done it without complaint.
And your second star, number 81, Adam Miller, had the equalizer with 4 minutes left. Better late than never, I suppose.
What a pretty goal, and what a way to lift his team. Take all the pressure off. Just tie it up.
And here's Barry Goers, who put an end to it. Sniffed out blood and went for the jugular. Barry Goers, number 6, your number 1 star. Goers' 3rd goal of the season. They give him 18 points. It's nice to see a guy like that get rewarded with a game winner, a highlight that'll be played over and over, I'm sure, from a guy who really only 3 goals this season. Not a box score favorite for sure, but a fan favorite, absolutely.
Absolutely a fan favorite. 2 years in a row he's come out here and he's just busted it for the Wranglers, and he's done everything he's been asked to do. You know what? I know the Wranglers just remade their intro video for tonight's game for the second half of the year. They might want to consider going back and taking that goal and putting it in there.
Yeah,
because that's a guy who deserves to be in the intro video, Barry Gowers.
Well, not enough can be said about what he does off the ice. That Cell Phones for Soldiers got the wheels turning again. This year they're going to be back at it. Your chance to donate an old or used cell phone to an overseas soldier. Of course, Goers has some family overseas, so it's great to see really the hockey gods smile down on a guy like that. Goers works tirelessly, and he gets rewarded with the overtime game winner and sends, 4,500 here at the Orleans into a tizzy, and they all go home happy.
Yeah, 4,500 people are going home happy thanks to a late goal by Miller and an awesome goal by Barry Goers in OT.
And hopefully they'll be back here for more of the same tomorrow. Should be a packed house as we take on the Ontario Reign for the 3rd straight game in a row. So Karazi's shutout streak out the door. We'll see what happens with tomorrow's game as Goers wins it, Miller ties it, and Fallon locks the door behind. 2-1 Las Vegas takes down the Ontario Reign. For Matt Langseth, I'm Ian Tasso. We're going to head out for tonight. We'll be back here tomorrow, 7:05 puck drop. If we don't see you here, we'll join you on America One as always. 2-1 the final. Las Vegas takes down the Reign.